Welcome to Introduction to the IMEC Recognition Program. This is a first in a series of training modules being offered to examiners prior to our 2020 examiner training. The objectives of this first module are to answer some basic questions for you. What is IMEC? How does IMEC fit within the larger Baldrige community? What exactly is the recognition program and who is involved in that program? How will you personally benefit as an examiner, and how will you be prepared to perform your role this year, and who will be leading the examiner training? Before we get into some of the details, we need to lay the groundwork for how IMEC fits within this larger Baldrige community. So there's a few things we need to go through here. First is you need to understand that the Baldrige Award Program is operated by NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology. NIST has been around for a long time, founded in 1901 as the National Bureau of Standards. It's a physical sciences laboratory and non-regulatory agency within the Department of Commerce, whose mission is to promote innovation and industrial competitiveness. And NIST operates multiple programs, but two of the ways in which it achieves this mission is to operate programs called MEP, which is the Manufacturing Extension Partnership, and the Baldrige Award Program. First, let's talk about MEP. The MEP, or National Network, or Manufacturing Extension Partnership, is a public-private partnership with manufacturing excellence centers in all 50 states and Puerto Rico that are dedicated to serving small and medium-sized manufacturers. The Baldrige Performance Excellence Program, which is another program operated by NIST, is the only U.S. presidential award for performance excellence. The Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award was established by the U.S. Congress in 1987, has been operating ever since at the federal level. So both MEP and the Baldrige Performance Excellence Program and Award operate under the umbrella of NIST. Within Illinois, IMEC, the Illinois Manufacturing Excellence Center, is the NIST-approved representative of the MEP National Network. With over 50 full-time staff and partners statewide, IMEC assists about 700 companies a year with business improvement projects as part of its role as an MEP here in Illinois. In addition, IMEC administers the IMEC Recognition Program, which is formerly known as ILPEX, or Illinois Performance Excellence. And the IMEC Recognition Program is the only Baldrige-based award program within the state of Illinois. So you can see how it all fits together on this slide. NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, operates the MEP programs, and IMEC happens to be the NIST-approved MEP program here within the state of Illinois. In addition, NIST operates the Baldrige Performance Excellence Program, and here in Illinois, IMEC operates the IMEC Recognition Program, which is the only Baldrige-based award program here in the state. So you can see that IMEC fits within this larger community. For our purposes, we're focused on the IMEC Recognition Program and how that operates within the Baldrige community. At the national level, you have the Baldrige Performance Excellence Program and the National Award for organizations in all 50 states. Throughout the country, in various states, there are a number of state-based Baldrige Award programs. These essentially operate as a feeder to the National Baldrige Award Program. IMEC is the Illinois Recognition Program that is Baldrige-based and serves as a feeder for Illinois organizations that want to advance to the National Baldrige Award Program. There are a number of these state award programs that all work collaboratively together under what's known as the Alliance for Performance Excellence. Here in Illinois, the IMEC Recognition Program has its own board of trustees, a panel of judges, and an army of examiners, volunteer examiners, who effectively serve as our workforce to achieve the IMEC Recognition Program mission. So the IMEC Recognition Program has many benefits to organizations that participate. It sets them apart through the use of an internationally recognized framework for improvement. Companies that participate in the IMEC program at the state level or Baldrige program at the national level both benefit in multiple ways, including the development of in-house expertise in performance excellence that nurtures their current and futures leaders. It helps the organization become clear on their performance and their current practices and provides them a means of gathering internal and external feedback that details the organization's strengths and opportunities for improvement. The elevator speech for the IMEC recognition program, for those of you who will now serve as our ambassadors, is shown on this slide. The Baldrige framework is a validated leading edge model for organizations with a simple purpose: to help organizations answer these three questions. Is your organization performing as well as it can or should be? How do you know? And what or how should your organization improve or change? Now, within Illinois, the IMEC recognition program has three different types of offerings, three different award program offerings. One we call our Interest in Excellence application. This is our simplest application, often referred to as Level 1. It's a simple 5-page document that covers the applicant's responses to the questions in the organizational profile. These are what questions: what is your mission, what is your workforce, what are your key customer groups, etc. These what questions help define what is important to your organization. And in that sense, the organizational profile, once completed by an applicant organization, becomes a multi-purpose management document. Our Level 2, or Focus on Excellence application, builds upon that. In addition to the 5-page organizational profile, applicants have a choice. They can either do a deep dive into a particular category. For example, you might simply respond to the criteria within a particular category, like Category 2 strategy or Category 5 workforce. Or you could do a higher level response to categories at the overall question level for all of the categories. This is a 10 to 15-page document, gives applicants the opportunity to select areas of focus depending on what's most important to the organization. Our full award for excellence, what's sometimes referred to as Level 3, includes the organizational profile, again, that same 5-page document, plus the applicant's responses to the criteria questions within all 7 categories shown here: leadership, strategy, customer focus, measurement and knowledge management, workforce operations, and results. This application involves a 50-page maximum document, defines how your organization accomplishes its work and the results achieved from doing so. It's virtually identical to the application that one would submit for the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award at that level. So these are the 3 offerings of the IMEC recognition program: Interest in Excellence, Focus on Excellence, and the Award for Excellence. The examiner training that you're participating in this year will prepare you to do the Level 3 Award for Excellence, and in doing so would give you the skills you need if you were asked to participate on an interest or focus application. Now, the IMEC recognition program is managed by Ben Krepowitz. He's the executive director who leads our program. Holly Bender is the recognition program manager who administers the IMEC recognition award. We have a panel of judges, and the chief judge has responsibility for the overall process. The rest of that panel oversee the applicants as well as recommending process changes each year. Our senior examiners, who are both team leads and work group leads and multi-year, typically experienced examiners, these senior examiners lead the process that examiners like yourself will execute during the course of our award cycle. Now, the benefits to you for participating in a program like this are threefold. You help yourself, you help your organization, and you help other organizations. Your own benefit direct to you is that you're going to increase your network of people who are interested, like-minded, continuous improvement professionals throughout the state. You'll hone your skills, add abilities for assessment, and you'll achieve recognition for doing so. You'll be able to help your own organization by sharing the skills you bring back from your work as an examiner to your organization. You'll also have the possibility of sharing best practices that you glean from award applicants, and you'll have the ability to assess your organization's performance in ways that you may not be able to do so today. And you'll help other organizations throughout the state who desperately need our assistance by providing them with actionable feedback that can enhance the competitiveness of organizations here in Illinois. Now, to prepare our examiners to fulfill these roles, we'll be offering 3 different types of training this year. Our senior examiner training in late April is for judges and the experienced examiners, those who will serve as our team leads and work group leads during the evaluation process. Our new examiner orientation will be on May 11th and 12th. It'll be virtual training. That's for our first-year examiners. Essentially, the focus of that training is to teach you how and let you begin to complete the pre-work required for examiner training. So essentially, you'll be learning about the evaluation process, doing it, and doing the pre-work for the examiner training, which is for all examiners, including both first-year and returning examiners, and that will be the following 2 days, May 13th and 14th. Due to conditions this year in our world, much of this examiner training will be virtual. We'll be operating in a virtual way. You'll be doing a number of different things, some of which will be pre-work, self-paced pre-work online. Some of it, like this module that you're completing today, there is a series of these self-paced training modules that we'll ask examiners to go through on their own prior to our first virtual training session where we get people together. There will be some assignments during that live training that you'll be asked to complete on your own. Within the two consecutive the 2-day sessions of virtual training, we'll be going back and forth between full group instruction and small group breakouts. Those breakouts will give an opportunity for you to dialogue with others, complete small group exercises, and have discussions about the criteria and the evaluation process. Because this is going to be a bit different, our ground rules for training will be, we ask that you complete all your pre-work modules and assignments prior to the live virtual training sessions. And during May, when those live sessions occur, we ask you to log in early and make sure any technical issues are resolved prior to the start of the session. And during those sessions, obviously, it's easy to get distracted when you're working remotely, so we ask you to give us your full attention. The exercises in class are designed to simulate the evaluation process that you'll be learning, and we expect that examiners will use those exercises to achieve our learning outcomes. The objective is to learn how to do this. It's not to try and get the right answer, it's to learn how to effectively perform our evaluation process. And because, especially with virtual training, we're going to need a lot of cooperation from you, both during the full group and the small group breakouts, we'll ask all of our examiners to help us stay on time, on task. We want you to ask questions, but obviously we need to manage those group discussions and ask you to recognize some topics are good for the full group to talk about. Others might be better in small group. Some might even be better as a one-off, asking Holly in the award office, or asking your breakout leader on the side, or asking me as the instructor for these sessions, rather than doing it within the full session itself. And I'm Joe Kilbride. I'll be serving as the leader for these upcoming training sessions and the training modules that you'll be completing. I've been an improvement consultant, self-employed since 1990, specializing in strategy, process change, and organizational assessment using the criteria. I've authored a book for client organizations to effectively use the criteria. And I've served since the inception in 1995, originally the Lincoln Foundation, later ILPEX, and now the IMEC recognition program. I've served as a senior examiner, a member of the panel of judges, and for the last several years, a trainer of our new examiners like yourself. So what's next? The next thing we would ask you to do is to complete Module 2, another self-paced study, in which you will be introduced to both the Baldrige and IMEC award programs.